Hello, and thank you so much for watching. It is Thursday, February 19th, at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is why the lighting is super funny, so forgive that, please. And I'm coming at you with a car catch-up. I'm going to call it a catch-up instead of a confessional, because I'm not really confessing. I'm just thought I'd tell you about something cool that I did yesterday, and that is that I checked out a local real estate investors club in the county that I live in, and I had a really great time, so I thought I'd just kind of share that with you a little bit. So all that I did, I knew that I kind of wanted to get involved with real estate and see what it's about, because I didn't grow up in the industry. I don't really know people in the industry, but I've heard that that's a neat world to be part of, and because of the work that I do, I kind of am exposed to that world just a little bit. So I wanted to check it out, so I found the time and meeting place for this club, and I thought, let's just do it. So it worked out on a night that I was able to attend. They meet once a month on the third Wednesday, and it was in a hotel. It was about 20 minutes away from where I work, so I went right after work, and I thought I'd just kind of give you an overview of what it was like and what I learned and my experience, so that if this is something that you're thinking about doing, that you'll kind of have an overview. So it was at 6:30 in a ballroom in a hotel, and I was there by myself. I went by myself. I didn't really know what to expect, but I figured that it was just going to be like a business kind of a thing. It was a bunch of guys. I would say the male to female ratio was about 90 to 10, which was unusual for me and the type of people that I'm usually around, but it was great. And there was everyone from like these really seasoned, old, grizzly kind of experienced, battle-hardened, really, really smart old-time investors to kind of newbies and younger people, or people that just, at any stage who were just starting out. So it was a really good blend. I got there pretty much right on time, and people were just kind of mingling and getting to know one another. There were some snacks, so I put my stuff down and kind of was talking to some people, and I ended up in a conversation with a guy who had one rental property on the side and was a contractor by trade. So it was neat to hear his perspective. And for this particular meeting, there was a panel on finance. So the topic was lenders and how to secure financing. So that was really neat. I learned a ton, and I'm still digesting. So it was just last night that it happened, and I got home at like 10 in the evening, and then kind of was still trying to unload from the day. So I wanted to make this as soon as possible, so I kind of have more motivation. There were a lot of acronyms that I didn't know, things that I had to look up, like ARV is after repair value, which is if you're looking to do a rehab, it's the value of the property after you've done the repairs you're looking to do. DTI, debt to income ratio, what else? BPO, which is broker purchase option, I think, which is what the broker can sell the property for. And looking at foreclosures or distressed assets, I think. So it was real, and again, I'm still kind of unloading. I talked to a couple different people. And there were so many different walks of life represented by the people there, so that was really neat too. I talked to one guy who was a life coach on the side, but a high school teacher by day, and he really had a neat perspective. His name's Jason Dukes, and he's actually done some YouTube stuff as well, so I'm hoping maybe to link to some of his stuff. I mentioned to him that I had a YouTube channel, and I was just starting out, but he's like, oh really? So it was encouraging to me, and it made me kind of want to keep going. So it was a really, really great experience, and if for anyone who's thinking about getting involved in real estate, just jump on in. And I guess that's the number one takeaway is the guy that ran the panel, Christopher Goodson, who's really a dynamic speaker and communicator. He's a lawyer, I think, by trade, but does this whole real estate thing as well. He has people working for him on the side and all that. Oh, not on the side, as part of his deal. So the takeaway that I got was from him was to just get involved in a deal, because he sees a lot of people on the sidelines, he said, that are kind of waiting to jump in but haven't really taken that jump, and he said just do it. And where I am in my life is trying to get out of personal student loan debt, and I figure this is going to be my year of education, and I want to learn as much as I possibly can. I want to see if people will let me help out, and maybe if I can lend my time to maybe take care of some stuff that they don't have the time to deal with, I can learn on the side. So I'm really hoping to just get involved with a deal, and gather the experience rather than actually taking part financially, which I can't do right now yet. Can't do that yet, but hopefully one day that will change. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day, and I also hope to see you again soon. Take care.